Ever catch yourself, just kind of daydreaming about ditching the 9 to 5 and stepping into a world of like pure magic and adventure?
Trading traffic jams for, say, a fire-breathing dragon or two.
Exactly. It's like
Huh.
that whole isekai thing, right?
Yeah.
Huge genre. People can't get enough of it.
It's more than just escapism, though, right? It's like
Hmm.
we're wired for this kind of transformation, this deep desire to, I don't know, shed our everyday selves and step into something bigger.
Hit the reset button on reality.
Yeah, exactly. A literary reset button.
And that's what we're diving into today. A brand new isekai release, Rise of the Dragon Hunter. It's the first book in this like whole
Ah.
isekai warrior series,
Out today, right?
right? Fresh on Amazon.
Gotta love a good launch day.
Big time. And it's written by Marcus Sloss and Malcolm Fortin. Looks like they've got all the ingredients for like a really epic adventure. We're talking a relatable protagonist, a mythical world just like overflowing with magic. And you guessed it, dragons.
Always a good sign. So walk us through it. What's the setup? What sucks us in?
So we meet Mark, totally average guy, just looking for a quiet evening after work, you know the drill.
Get in there.
But fate, right, it's got other plans. A freak dust storm hits, and boom, he's transported to this magical land, Lithinia. And this isn't your average enchanted forest, okay? We're talking mythical creatures, breathtaking landscapes, the works.
Classic isekai world building. Gotta love it. It's all about like really immersing the reader in that other realm, right? Making it believable.
And they don't skimp on the details. Like one thing that really grabbed me in the description,
Right.
Mark, he doesn't just land in Lithinia empty-handed. He finds this like legendary sword.
Oh, nice.
And get this, a unique mount.
Okay, now we're talking.
Right. But here's the kicker, and this is what like really got me. There's this whole skill point system. Like he's leveling up, gaining new abilities as he goes. I found myself wondering, like, how does that change his choices?
That's such a cool element, right? That game-like progression, I feel like it taps into this like primal urge we have to like achieve, to master something.
Totally. It's like we get to level up alongside him.
Exactly. Living vicariously through the protagonist, facing those challenges.
So the big question is, can he cut it?
Hmm.
Will he conquer those dragons,
Yeah.
find a way back home, all that good stuff? But before we get totally swept away to Lithinia, I kind of want to dig into the authors themselves a little bit.
Yeah.
Marcus Sloss and Malcolm Fortin.
Yeah. Because sometimes, getting a little glimpse behind the curtain, seeing where these creators are coming from, it adds a whole other layer to the story.
So Sloss, he's got a pretty interesting bio.
Yeah.
Describes himself as like this avid reader
Right.
who, get this, he actually put aside this like childhood dream of writing
Yeah.
to go travel the world, have his own adventures.
I can relate to that push and pull, life experience versus the call of the story.
It's like he had to go live a little first, right?
Exactly. And now he's bringing all those experiences to his work. It's great.
Totally. And then you've got Malcolm Fortin, the other half of this writing duo.
Right.
His bio, it's short and sweet. Just says he loves to write.
What more do you need, honestly?
Seriously.
Yeah.
So we've got the setup, we've got the creators.
Okay.
Let's talk reader response.
All right, hit me.
So, full disclosure, there's only one review up so far. Brand new book, right?
Sure.
But this reader, they went all in on the 5 stars,
Yeah.
calling it like a wild ride, praising the world building, said the characters were really interesting.
Solid start.
Right. And they even went so far as to call it a masterpiece,
Bold statement.
which, for a book that literally just came out today,
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely piques your curiosity.
It does. Makes you want to see what has him so hyped up.
Exactly. And that's like the whole point, right? We throw this stuff out there, get those reading lists going.
Exactly. One review doesn't make it a bestseller, of course.
Of course not.
But it does make you want to, check it out. Maybe read a sample, see if it grabs you.
Couldn't agree more. What really draws me into stories like Rise of the Dragon Hunter is that what-if factor.
That feeling of what would I do if I were suddenly transported to a magical world?
It's like this captivating thought, right?
It's the heart of the isekai genre, isn't it?
Yeah.
That chance to explore not just a fantastical world, but also our own potential reactions and desires in extraordinary circumstances.
It's a powerful exercise in self-reflection. I remember once back in college, I was up late studying for a particularly daunting history exam. I remember thinking, I'd rather face a dragon than memorize another historical date. Of course, I aced the exam eventually, but that feeling, that longing for something more exciting, it stuck with me. It makes me wonder, what about you? Have you ever found yourself daydreaming about a different life, a different world?
Oh, absolutely. I think most of us have, at some point or another, imagined ourselves stepping through a magical portal or stumbling upon a hidden world.
It's a testament to our innate curiosity, our desire to explore the unknown.
It is. So let's play that out for a moment. Imagine you're in Mark's shoes. You're standing on the precipice of adventure in Lithuania, staring down a fearsome dragon. What skills would you be most drawn to? Would you be wielding that legendary sword with courage and skill? Or would you be drawn to something else entirely?
It's a question worth pondering, isn't it?
Would we embrace the warrior's path, or would we find ourselves drawn to the more subtle arts of magic, perhaps mastering the elements or delving into the secrets of alchemy and potion making?
And let's not forget about those strategic skills you mentioned earlier. Maybe we'd be the masterminds behind the scenes, using diplomacy and cunning to navigate the complexities of this new world.
There's a certain satisfaction in imagining ourselves excelling in unexpected areas, discovering hidden talents we never knew we possessed. That's one of the things I find so compelling about isekai. It's an invitation to explore the full spectrum of human potential.
Absolutely. And that brings us back to Rise of the Dragon Hunter.
Mm.
It's not just a story about dragons and magic. It's a story about self-discovery, about embracing the unknown and finding strength in unexpected places.
It reminds us that even in a world of magic and adventure, it's our choices that truly shape our destinies.
Beautifully said. And perhaps, just perhaps, exploring these fantastical journeys through literature can inspire us to seek out our own adventures, even within the familiar landscapes of our own lives.
I love that thought.
So there you have it, our deep dive into the world of Rise of the Dragon Hunter. We've explored the book's intriguing premise, uncovered insights about the authors, and even taken a journey into our own isekai aspirations. If you decide to take the plunge and journey to Lithuania alongside Mark, be sure to let us know. We're always eager to hear about your literary adventures. Until then, happy reading.